This is a Mortarbox Media podcast. For more podcasts and to learn how we can help you create your own, visit mortarboxmedia.com.
Welcome to Women AF. We are here today after a little bit of a break, and I'm so excited to talk with you guys again and get to know you. Oh, well, I know you already, but it feels like so long. I don't really know. I'm Nicole. I got with me my co-host, Danny.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And Carrie.
Hi, I'm Carrie. How are you?
Oh, great. Great times. Great times. So how was your guys' week off? What did you guys do?
Can I say something before that?
Yeah.
So Nicole, when our husbands trivia'd together, I found out that your father-in-law thinks I have a funny laugh.
No, I think he said he loves your laugh.
I think
that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for letting you know, Carrie, my father-in-law and mother-in-law both listen, and both are like active women AFers. Like, they listen every single Wednesday, and then when they get home, they talk to us about it and be like, hey, this was a good episode, and talk to us. So when they did trivia, I know, it's so cute. And then when they did trivia, Daniel was on the call with my father-in-law, and I think my father-in-law made that comment of like, hey, like, well, out of the blue, too. Yeah, like, I don't think they knew.
Because then Daniel was like, how do you know my wife's laugh?
Oh, yes. That was awesome.
That's so funny.
You do have a great laugh.
Oh, you do. Thank you.
A big, hearty, beautiful laugh.
Yes, I agree.
Thank you. I get that from my mother.
Aw, cute. All right, so now, what's up, guys? How was your week off? Who wants to go first?
She's showing us.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The listeners can't see, but Danny is moving her glasses down her nose to show us
my eyebrows. Well, Patreon subscribers can see my eyebrows.
Yeah. So get on Patreon, obviously. Who doesn't want to see this?
Yeah. So I got my eyebrows microbladed on our day off.
Fancy.
That's a cool use of your time.
Yeah, yes. Explain a little bit, because I had to Google it. What is microblading?
Okay, so microblading is basically semi-permanent eyebrows. The difference between that, so it's very similar to like getting your I mean, they use like tattoo needles to do it, although well, it depends on the technique, right? This particular so Posh Beauty Bar in Stoughton, Wisconsin, if you're in this area, they are phenomenal. She uses 3 different techniques, so it's called microblading, microshading, and powder brows. Ooh. So it's essentially 3 different types of needles, and one of them looks like your actual eyebrow hairs, so it looks more natural, and then the shading kind of just helps fill it in a little bit, and then the powder brows makes it look like I put makeup on, so it's a little bit more than natural. Or it will look a little bit like, it'll look like natural, but also like I did my eyebrows. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Just having the hairs there.
Yeah.
So I can post the initial before and afters, because like I have eyebrows, but my eyebrows are so light you cannot see them, so it literally looks like I went from no eyebrows to eyebrows.
Nice. And it's not a big upkeep, right? Like, do you have to go back to get it? No. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like a annual touch up.
Oh, nice.
Or like for some people, yeah, since mine are so light, it'll probably be annual, but some people can go even 2 years.
Wow.
Between touch-ups.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Yeah. What about you, Carrie?
I spent our night off in like the most chill, analog, like wholesome way. We did a family bike ride. It was pretty nice out that night. So we did a family bike ride. And then I sat down at home with my new hand lettering guide, like how-to book that I got from my sister for my birthday. she somehow knew that I wanted that, and she got me that and a box of cool pens to use. And so I just sat down and practiced my fancy A, B, C, Ds for like a long time. I got really into it. So, yeah. Thanks, Lindsay.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
Very relaxing.
Yeah.
You'll have to write Women AF or write some sort of saying and then take a picture of it.
Okay, I'm only up to D, so it might. Well, no, I've gotten to G since then. So,
okay,
give me some time. I'll get there.
How many words can you make?
From A to G.
How many words can you make with just those letters? Yeah.
Edge. Hag. I don't know.
Fab.
That works.
Fab. Ooh.
How about Fab Hag?
That's kind of like Women AF.
That works.
All right, I'll try it.
That's awesome.
What about you, Nicole? What'd you do?
I didn't do much, but that was kind of nice. Kind of like you, Carrie, where I just kind of took the day. So whenever we record, my mother-in-law and father-in-law pick up the kids and take them back to their house. And then Jared goes and picks them up and has dinner over there and stuff. So I had like the entire day just to myself.
Oh my gosh.
I know. And it was nice. Like I laid on the couch, I read some books, and I also like purged our closet. Like we're in the purging stage of spring. And so it was all refreshing. It made me like energized.
That's perfect. It's like relaxing, but also getting some stuff done. So you feel really, accomplished. That's like a perfect day.
Right. I know. It was definitely worth it. But
Nice.
we're excited to be back. And yeah, I am really, really excited for our upcoming episode. So kind of a backstory to this episode. We just finished the series about 1 year in, where we kind of recapping with a bunch of different people how their year has been going. And we love that series so much that we thought maybe it would be interesting to hear from, expand it a little bit more and hear from somebody else. So I'm excited that we are interviewing Lucinda today. And a little bit of backstory behind her is Lucinda ended her junior year of high school amidst the pandemic. Now, a year into it, she has endured her entire senior year of high school, the final year before launching into adulthood, stuck at home. So I'm excited to hear from her perspective. I even parted my hair down the middle so that I'd be cool to her, because I know Gen Z's like down the middle.
It suits you.
This is the first time. Like, I normally have a cowlick, so it's the first
It looks
time I'm
great.
like, do it. So I am so excited to get into this interview and talk more with Lucinda.
We are so appreciative of everyone's support of this podcast, and especially our Patreon supporters. You have been keeping us going. If you would love to get a chance to watch the behind-the-scene videos of our episodes, get some exclusive merch, or see some of our funny outtakes, join our Patreon page. For as little as $1 a month, you can sign up to help support this podcast and get some really good exclusive content and goodies. Just visit patreon.com/WomenAF podcast to become an insider for as little as $1 a month. Then send us a picture or tag us on social media of you wearing your sticker and merch. I'd love to see it.
All right. So, Luce, tell me about you.
Okay. I am 18. I just turned 18, March 20th. And actually, what's really weird to think about is when COVID started, I was just turning 17.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so a whole year of my life, this has been insane. I go to school in Woodbury, Minnesota, but I live in the neighboring city, Cottage Grove, so it's kind of right next to each other.
Okay.
A little bit about me. I'm very artsy-fartsy. My room.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Can we back that up? I don't think you should say where you go to school.
Oh,
Ooh,
Probably
okay.
a good idea. Probably a good call.
okay.
Mostly just because, like, I don't want you to, like, put, say this is where I live, just for your own like safety.
Okay. Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
All right. So I will. How about I'll ask the question again, and you can say you can
Okay.
still say like It's probably still okay to say Woodbury, Minnesota, right?
He can probably just
yeah,
chop that right out or bleep it or something.
yeah.
Like, we don't have to do it over, do we?
I think let's do it over.
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay. Hey, Lucy, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi. So I just turned 18, which is really weird because when COVID just started, I was turning 17. So it's crazy how much can change, yet also not really change in a whole year.
Yes.
I'm very artsy-fartsy if you guys can see, but if you couldn't tell. And I'm very music-oriented. My parents have grown me up to just be listening to all different kinds of music. So I go through my weeks listening to different music and kind of base my mood off of music. So yeah, it's really awesome.
Nice. That works.
I feel like you're 17 to 18. Like, that's such a important birthday, right? Like, it had to have been strange to be going through that whole year leading up to like being an adult in a pandemic, quarantine, virtual school.
Yeah, it's definitely been weird, but I'm doing good. Like, besides besides this craziness, I'm really enjoying it. I don't know. So my 17th birthday, I know. Don't even. But when I was turning 17, that birthday was very like the worst. Like, absolutely the worst.
That's right, because that was right when it was hitting, right? March 20th.
Yeah.
Oofda.
Yeah. So it was like way too fast of a change for me and my whole family. We were like, oh yeah, we can't see anyone. And this, and I was kind of going through it at that same time. And I was just looking forward to my birthday. I just wanted my birthday. But of course, COVID struck and everything just sucked. And I was just trying to smile through the pain and be 17, But definitely this 18th birthday topped it last year for sure. So.
Good.
How did you celebrate this past birthday?
This past birthday, honestly, the best part of my whole birthday was getting a tattoo.
Oh.
Ooh, what did you
What
get?
is it?
I got 3 butterflies on my wrist,
Oh,
which is, it's insane. I can't even believe I still went through with it. My
can we
parents,
see?
Yeah, where?
so cute.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so
That's where I want mine. Oh, now I'm so jealous.
But yeah, it was a big convincing, but I was like, it's gonna be my birthday. I get whatever I want for my birthday, my big gift.
That's what I did. I got a piercing. So.
Yep. Yeah.
So wait, so you got that for your birthday, your 18th birthday, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
So that was kind of my big thing, and it kind of just, I don't know, it really pulled it together. And my parents kind of went all out this year.
Aw.
18th, and it was just better than last year. They wanted to make it better than last year, so yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tattoos
What
are
did
the best. Sorry.
Sorry. What did the past year look like for you? Like, just day to day? Like, were you just home all day? School all day? Okay.
Yeah, so when it struck and we had like this weird long spring break, it was just, we were home home 24/7 with my parents, whatever. Both my parents were working from home, and we just kind of were all stuck together in separate rooms, and it was claustrophobic, but at the same time it was like, I love this. I love being home, being able to work on my school whenever I want, like being able to just go downstairs, say hi to my parents, because me and my brother, we used to just having my parents be gone all the time, like gone at work, they'd come home at 5-6:30, and you know, we have the house to ourselves. But I loved having my parents near me. I'm still very used to it, because every day I just come home, hang out with my mom and her in her workspace. And so I had a good transition, as sad and kind of messed up that is. I had a good time being in quarantine with my family.
That's great. I hope someday when my kids talk about this time, they say the same things, but I have a feeling that's not how they're going to talk about this time. I can't picture them saying, oh, it was just so nice to be with my mom all day, every day. That's not how they're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. And another big thing is I'm extremely extroverted, but when this lockdown and everything happened, I turned into an introvert like that.
Really?
Yes, I was like, I just want to stay home and like not go out anymore, because I'm so used to it. And
I feel like I had the same thing. I feel like I've always been a big extrovert, but then when I was home, I was like, oh, I really like this. And then on a rare occasion, like, you know, we had like a few bubble people, right, that we hung out with. But on the rare occasion, they like wanted us to do something. I was like, do we have to, or can I just stay home?
yeah,
It does get very comfy.
yeah, exactly.
Putting on pants? I don't want to do that.
Right. Oh, geez. All right. So, kind of what I think is different too with your circumstances, social media. Like, you were able to still stay connected with your friends. Like, what kind of relationship, or rather, how did you stay connected with your friends while you had to be quarantined?
So it was kind of weird. Like you said, Danny, I also had a few bubbles. It was really weird. I think social media, I think everybody is a different person, at least a teenager from my perspective. Everybody is a different person on social media versus in person. So, I mean, staying connected, obviously, we would, you know, Snapchat each other daily, and whatever, and try to make plans, but everybody was like quarantined, blah, 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 you know, everything. But so I have like more social media friends than I do in person. Growing up with social media, you're like, you can talk to people to your with your fingertips. It's like easier to be nice to people, and it's easier to make friends and talk to people behind a screen than in person. And that's just how I've grown up. So it's like, it's weird, and that's probably why I have high anxiety, you know, meeting new people and stuff, because I'm like, I don't know, do I say LOL, or do I give them a thumbs up? Like, I'm just socially awkward in those senses. So it's like,
have you ever almost said like LOL in person?
oh yeah, I have, and I've said OMG, and my friends are like, are you serious right now?
I say OMG in person too. I mean, though I don't do it ironically.
Yeah, are we not supposed to say that?
I didn't know that.
That's taboo. My friends, they all make fun of me.
Oh, gosh.
I've said LOL, and they're like, what?
So I've heard that like Gen Zs are like, they've done studies, and they are literally, this whole like age group is afraid to talk on the phone. Are you?
Yes, I used to be really bad, to the point where I couldn't open the door for the pizza man, or order my own food at Chipotle or Subway or Starbucks. It was so bad, and that it makes sense because we're so used to, like, you know, being over social media and talking to people. But oh my God, yeah, I'm scared of talking on the phone with people. It's scary.
I'm with you, and I always have been, so I think that crosses generations.
I agree. Yeah.
Well, and I feel like part of it too is because on social media or texting or email or whatever, it's like you can think about the response, you can rewrite it, edit it, choose
Yep.
different emojis, you know. Is it an LMFAO or is it an LOL? Like, gotta figure that out.
It's very different.
Yeah. And I'm the type of person to just say what's on my mind and keep going without, thinking about it before saying, like, should I say this? No. So it's bad.
So, okay. So going into senior year, you were remote, right? So you
Yes.
just continued on with that just remote culture?
Yes. So going into senior year, we were fully online, which they call it VLA, Virtual Learning Academy or whatever.
Okay.
Both me and my brother were online pretty much the whole year up until this third trimester
Okay.
We have been starting to go in person now, which is a really big change. It sounds weird. Going back to school is a really big change, but it is. It's crazy. But being online the whole year, I've been doing good with it just because last year we were online and I didn't have any issues with it last year. And this year there's more like Zoom meetings and Google Meets and like, so I'm face to face with my teacher and, all my classmates. But there is a big change from being online all year and then going to in school and wearing masks and like all the procedures we have to follow now. It's like, where did everybody go? And like, I know since I'm a senior, I don't know a single person at school. I'm like,
Oh no.
who are these people? I can't figure them out with their masks on. So I'm like, I don't know who you are.
Oh, that would be so weird.
It is really weird, but
And
it's
senior year too. Like I feel like
Yeah.
you gotta rule the school. Like yeah.
and I think a lot of the little kids, I call them little kids because they're lower classmen. They are littler than me. They are below my level. The little kids, they probably all look at me because I'm all like just dead-eyed, trying to just trudge through all these kids in the halls, like trying to just get my shit done and be on with my day. And they probably already know that I'm a senior.
Can I ask a very shallow question?
Sure.
Okay, so they're talking at my job about like rolling back to like in person, right? At some point, whatever that looks like. And I've had some almost anxiety about having to get ready and like wear real clothes again. Like, do you feel, and because like I know even makeup wise, like I barely wear any makeup outside of mascara anymore. And I used to do a full face every day. So I'm like, even something like that, I don't feel like I want to, and not to say that I should, but I don't feel like I want to like go back to that or have the same pressure of like appearances before. Do you feel like going back to school, there is like do you feel like there's more pressure on physical appearance because like you haven't seen anybody in a long time? Or do you feel like maybe the pressure that existed before is like not there anymore because everyone's been wearing leggings for a year?
I feel like the pressure is less.
Yay!
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly because one, not everybody can see your full face. And two, it's just like, I think everyone is just so in their own head about getting back on a schedule and getting back into doing things normally that they're too focused on themselves to even, care about what anybody else, looks like and whatnot. So, I mean, that's just
Awesome.
how I feel about it from being at school. It's just kind of like, I mean, I don't pay attention to what other people are wearing or what they look like. So I don't know.
I did see on TV, I think this morning, they were saying that women have kind of said that they're not going to be going back to high heels. Like, because no one's been in high heels, and people are like, I can't go back and do that. And I love that. Not that I wore high heels, but if everyone's just going to be a little more relaxed, I am fully on board with that. Like, if everyone's going for a little more comfort, ooh, okay.
Well, yeah, like even like makeup, because I've done a couple days where I like did a full face for just to, I don't know, like for a fun thing, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't like the way this feels anymore. I'm not used to wearing foundation anymore. I'm not used to like having,
Yeah.
it feels weird now, even though I've done, I mean, for how many years have I worn all the makeup, right? Like, I don't know, a couple decades or more.
Like if we could all just make a pact to just sort of be slobs together,
Yeah.
like that'd be really cool, right?
I like that. I like
Yes.
that.
That's funny.
All right. So, talking about social media and talking about kind of going back to, I guess, real life and like being around people again. How do you think social media has impacted your social circle? Because like I'm thinking of my own senior year, I had MySpace and like that's it. But now your generation is very much into social media and very much into like just the whole social presence. How has that impacted your friend circle?
So it's kind of weird because most of us are getting to that maturity level that we don't really need. So I'm just thinking about Snapchat, for instance.
Yeah.
We're kind of veering off of it. I mean, I guess, yeah, Instagram too. We're kind of veering off where we don't really like need it. You know what I mean? We're moving more towards like talking over iMessage and going back to those simple just talking and calling on the phone and FaceTime and whatever just to talk to each other. And it's more like we're veering towards those instead of social media, just because we're seeing all these social media posts of other people and how it's just pointless. Like we're kind of finally realizing like it's dumb. Like we don't care what you ate last night. Like we don't care that you're with somebody new now. Like it's just we're not seeing the point in it anymore. And it's the only reason why I use social media is to just post selfies and whatever. And,
Can I say, very ironically, you sound like my mom?
Whoa.
In the sense of like what is the point of social media? I don't want to see what you ate last night. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like it's an interesting arc in that, like, right, my parents' generation, social media was a thing after they were like 30s, 40s, maybe, right? So it was a thing they never had until like they were older. And then I grew up in the age where like when I was in middle school, AOL was a thing. When I was in high school, it was MySpace. When I was, starting college, it was Facebook, right? So it's like, I feel like that was all the things. And like, I feel like our generation is like, that's how we communicate. And now like the generations that are younger than us, it's like, okay, what is the point? Like, it's just a very interesting arc, right? Of kind of this before and after, almost before, during, after. Yeah. Not to say you sound like an old lady, because I'm pretty sure that's how it came across.
No, it's funny because I would say I'm more mature for my age, just because I'm figuring out all these things now, and like I'm seeing that like just everyone on social media just looks like everyone younger than me, the kids, all the kids younger than me.
The little kids.
Yes, the little kids. Just everything they post, I'm like, why? Like, just get out of here. Like, that's so dumb. Like, why would you post that? And I'm just like, ugh, I don't feel the need to post anything anymore. It's like, who cares?
I'm wondering if it's like you couldn't be physically with your friends as much over the past year. So if in that sense, you're kind of like, let's scrap all this like kind of surface stuff and we need to find a way to actually communicate. So let's get back to it. Let's get down to like actually messaging and talking instead of like just liking each other's posts or whatever. Yeah. Wondering if that has something to do with it.
Yeah, that's a big thing too. It kind of, at least for me and my friend group, we care less about the likes and the comments now that we're older. I mean, I'm guilty to it. I used to be like, oh, I got 300 likes on this post and whatnot. Like, we only care about likes and comments, but it's like at the end of the day, it really does not matter. And it is a thing where what you just said, like, we're more into the having real conversations and asking how everyone is doing. And we use social media to spread awareness to things instead of just posting meaningless stuff that we do in our day-to-day. So it's more like we are communicating over iMessage and calling each other, and instead of posting all that stuff, because we care about each other, and it's become more of that instead of, meaningless stuff. But
so you said some interesting things, and I think Carrie also brought up an interesting point of like what a cultural 2020 was a total cultural shift for like so many reasons. Like, from your perspective, do you feel like social media has a place in like going forward, or do you think it's going to be a thing that kind of dies out?
I think, since 2020 has started, there has been since 2021 has started, there's been so many things that I've like, just cultural and just things over the world and things that have been happening, political and, everything. And I wouldn't have really known anything about it if it wasn't for social media. I mean, I see things on social media and I repost things on social media that I want to be spread to other people so then they know. So I think it's going to be useful in that sense. And I think the more what was I just saying? What was I just talking about?
It's more like a news source rather than like actual detail information about your life.
Or like relationship building. It's less about relationship building and more about like sharing information, like news stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like that's hard too, because you're kind of in the epicenter of everything that happened in 2020, being in Minnesota. Like you were in it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, get me out of here.
So much. All right, so going back to, this is your senior year, you're riding high, you are so close to the end, you see that finish line. I know for me, like, that senior slide was real. Like, it got real hard. Yeah, it went down fast. And especially, like, senior year remote to start. How was that whole experience? Like, did you have that senior slide? Did you have the, like, it's fine, I'll be out of here in whatever many months?
You know what's really funny? I don't really know. I think senior slide was for me sophomore year and junior year. And then
really?
When senior year actually started and I was online, I can't function if I don't get everything done.
Ooh, look at you, fancy.
So responsible.
Productive.
Mature.
When you're stuck at home with nothing else to do, it's like, I might as well just do all this and get it done so I don't have to worry about it, And I would understand if COVID wasn't a thing, if it wasn't happening, if we were all in school, 6 hours a day, senior slide, yes, I would be the queen of it. Seriously.
That makes a lot of sense. You don't have all the distractions, really. You don't have the distractions of your friends and
that's why I'm kind of like saying, like, being on lockdown is kind of a blessing in disguise in a weird way, because I'm getting all these things done and I'm doing all this stuff that I never would have imagined myself to be doing my senior year, and it's really weird. Really weird.
Well, that's great. I mean, that sounds really good. A lot better than what I did. But going into so I know this because, I mean, we're related, so I know you. But you are going to go to college in a couple months, right?
Yes.
Tell us about this.
It's kind of weird and it's kind of messy. The journey has been crazy, but so I got into my 2 dream schools and then a school in St. Paul. I got into Concordia. I got into Colorado State and Northern Colorado. I've been wanting to go to Colorado so badly, just for school. I wanted to move there. That was my dream. That was my end goal. I was going to get all my shit done in senior year, and I was going to get up my GPA and go to Colorado. But the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, oh, geez, I'm going to be away from my mom.
After being with her every day for the past year.
Yeah, so I settled for just going to school here. Yeah, I know.
What? I didn't know this.
Yes, I know. I forgot to update you on Facebook.
Okay, so you're going in Minnesota, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I'm going to be living from home. Yes, to save money. I'm not a bum. I'm just going to save money.
Save the money, girl.
I mean, I think as someone who's gone to 3 different colleges, and it took me quite a while to make up my mind on what I want to do. I think it's a great idea to go to a local school, save some money, especially if you always have the option of transferring, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Somewhere else.
Yeah.
Get those generals done for as cheap as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Agree. And then transfer to Colorado, as Adam is saying in the chat.
Okay, that was my plan too. I was gonna try out just staying here for a year or 2, save a bunch of money, as much as I can, and then transfer to Colorado. Either transfer to Colorado or, if I like it here, then just do my 4 years here and then move to Colorado when I'm done with college, and get everything else done there. So
You got tons of time. You can get to Colorado eventually.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah, and I will say it does sound better, because I'm going to be honest, I was really worried when you did say that you were going to Colorado. Like, so for Danny and Carrie, Lucy and I, she's my little cousin, we have a big Irish-Italian family, and I was kind of the first one, well, my brother too, but it's fine, David. I moved away to Wisconsin, and it's so hard to be away from our big family. And so it's nice that, especially going from virtual with your family 24/7, having that bond to kind of that transitional, staying at home, figuring out college, and then maybe going off after that. Like that will be really nice. Yeah.
And I just, actually, when we were doing tours, virtual tours online, it was YouTube. We looked up tour of the dorm in Colorado and like Colorado State tour dorm on YouTube. It was just not compared to, being there, obviously. But after we watched those, it hit me and I was like, I don't want to go. Much anxiety. I can't do this. I can't leave my parents. I can't be on my own. I can't do it. So I think that's when it was like, what if I stay? And they're like, of course you can stay.
Right? They're probably loving it.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. It was clashing in my brain, and I was really having anxiety about it, and there were so many pros and cons I had to weigh out, and it makes the most sense to stay here. And I will, like you said, Colorado will be there. I will be able to go there at some point. So yeah,
this is very true. Is this, like, between all your friends, is this also kind of their thought too, or are a lot of your friends going out of state?
So, as a backstory to my friends, a lot of them I made really close friends with, all the seniors last year. So a lot of them are already in college, And I do know some of them took gap years too. So it's really weird. So like my best friend took a gap year this year just to work and make some money and whatnot, because they just don't see a point in, or she doesn't see a point in doing online school for college. I don't know. It was weird. But another one of my best friends, she went to Arizona. So it's like, it's kind of mixed. It's a mix of both. It's also that I went to school with some pretty wealthy kids. Or I go to school with some pretty wealthy kids. So they have houses over there, and so they're sustained. They have, they have their families up there. They have relatives. So it's, I don't know, they kind of have it to them, have it handed. So I don't know. It's a mix of both, I would say. Weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Yeah, I feel like that was common too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just no matter what, it's going to be a mix.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to do what they want.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of lessons do you think you've learned from this past year that you'll take with you into this next adventure of college?
Oh, jeez.
Big question. I know.
Very big question. My light turned off. I know some things I've learned,
Okay.
like remote learning. I learned how to navigate everything doing school online. That's pretty easy for me. I've learned that this year. Lessons though, don't be late for meets. Get your school done in time. Make sure you're time management. Time management is actually a big one.
I believe that. If you are just home all day with like just the kind of fun distractions of your room and the TV around you, you got to work a little extra hard at that.
Yeah. And procrastinating is a big problem for me, and actually a big problem in this house. We are procrastinators. So I think that's a big thing that I need to work on going into my college years. It's gonna be hard, but
yeah. So I know you are very musically inclined. Like you came from a generation, like your parents are very musically inclined. Are you missing that? Because have you gotten any of that joy this senior year?
So I'm actually in choir. I've been in choir all 4 years of high school. And since I've been in person, so okay, backtrack. I've been BLA all year, and I've had choir online.
How do you do that?
Interesting.
Yeah, it's not fun. Newsflash, I slept through most of it. But since I'm in school and we're actually in the theater, it's been amazing. I will wake up at 7:30 and go to school just to sing with my choir class. Masks on, doesn't matter. I will sing with them. It's a really big difference than from hearing my teacher sing on my computer versus all of us singing together. So I'm really grateful for that. And so it's been so weird though. It's been really weird not being able to have that all year. And then now I'm like, come on, last second you bring me into school.
Yeah.
For only 6 weeks. It's like, annoying.
Right.
Well, if they did band virtually too?
Oh my God.
I think they did.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I remember how chaotic band was in person. I can only imagine trying to do it virtually.
Oh my God, you guys, I played the trombone. Can you picture like being at home and be like, how would you even do that?
Oh no.
It makes me laugh.
Yeah. I like it. Well, do you want to plug that you are a published artist. What is that called? You have your song out there on Spotify.
Yeah. Yes.
You want to plug it?
Ooh.
I mean, yeah.
Do it.
I don't care. I mean, it's my song.
Right?
Yes.
And it's freaking amazing.
Yeah. So, yeah, I wrote this song, of course, the year right before the Doomsday year, which actually a lot of people, oh my gosh. Okay, wait, so, sorry, backtrack. Plug it. You mean just like have me say what it is?
What's it called?
So, Daisy in the Sun by Lucinda Brown. It's on all platforms. And I know.
Look at you.
I know.
Very impressed.
Yeah, I had help from my dad. It was kind of a birthday gift kind of thing. I think when I was 16, for me to get this song produced and published, because my parents just loved this song. They thought there was potential behind it. So yeah, so my dad, he has a bunch of music people that helped me, and a producer that helped me get this song produced and mastered and everything, and got it afloat, and it's a hit around here.
I know our grandma loves it. Whenever I see grandma, she's like, "This is amazing," and she always plays it. It's our favorite.
So cute.
I know. My dad can step aside. It's my turn now.
Right?
Like a wilted daisy should. The time will come. Gotta stay strong. The time will come. Be happy like this song. Sun comes off your eyes. The clouds begin to dry. Light brings out your face. Oh, suddenly love displays.
So
Love it.
Adam will have added this into the background music.
Oh, cute. I'm so excited. Oh, I love it. Oh my God. I actually still have people in my choir class who don't really know me personally, but they just come up to me. I listened to your song this morning. I love it.
You are famous.
Look at you.
Head up in the clouds, wondering when I'll come
Fancy.
Oh, I was actually gonna make my senior quote be, "Go listen to Daisy in the Sun" by Lucinda Brown on all platforms right now.
I love that.
My
Do
friend
it.
said that from. So.
Your friend is wrong.
They're like, don't even try.
Well, okay, so one of the last questions I have is, can you be our Gen Z translator? Like, we have
I'm
kids.
here.
You're here. You can do it.
Yes,
you can be
I'm ready
entertainer.
for it. I'm ready for it. I just tell me what you want to know, and I will translate it for you.
Okay, good. I like that. I like that a lot. The first thing is yeet. What is yeet?
Yeet. So there can be multiple kind of definitions for this.
Okay.
My personal favorite is when you throw something, and you say yeet,
Yeah.
and it lands somewhere.
Okay. Like a sound
Another
effect.
one
Got it.
that actually my older brother Trent made up with my nephew is like eat, but yeet. Like, are you ready to yeet? Are you ready to eat? Don't ask me. That's one he made up. I don't know. That's
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
But those are the only two I kind of associate with that one.
Okay.
Yeah, my kids say yeet all the time, and there have been days where I banned them from saying it. I'm like, we're done with yeets today. No more yeet. Because I'm just like, I don't even know what that is.
Oh, that's funny.
We're done with yeets.
It,
And I'm serious, and they know I'm serious, and they don't say it for a day.
it could be like psych. Like
Ooh.
like instead of saying I like this psych, like I like this yeet. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I don't use
Okay.
that one on the daily, so
I'm going to start saying it to them and using it, and they're going to be like, whoa.
It's an all-purpose word.
yeah, you can use it whenever.
Perfect. I
Okay,
like
so can I know about trends? I've heard like the side part isn't cool and skinny jeans aren't cool, which is like, my uniform. I don't even know.
Things are cool.
Your generation?
it. Everybody.
Yeah. I learned that on TikTok.
I did not know skinny jeans. That's the first time hearing of it.
Oh, that's
Okay.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Own skinny jeans?
Yeah, I think. Yeah. I own skinny jeans. They're ripped, of course.
Wait, what
Of course.
shape of jeans do you typically wear? Or do you just not wear jeans? You wear leggings?
It's like the sweatpants type thing. I will wear some
Oh,
school, you guys.
Like joggers?
do it.
Yeah, joggers. I just don't care.
I'm with you. Again, I think we should all make a pact. Sweatpants forever.
Exactly. So yeah, I wear leggings. I wear sweatpants. Jeans, rare occasion.
Okay.
Skinny jeans. Mom jeans are back in. I really like mom jeans.
Actual real old moms, it's just not a good flattering style for us.
No,
I just like the high-waisted ones that can like cover everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Compared
so,
to, remember when we were in high school and like it was like hip huggers, like it barely went over your underwear.
Yeah.
Ugh. I hated
so
those.
I also, when I was in high school, were the baby doll tees and the Jinko
Oh, God.
jeans. Remember
Yeah.
those? Okay. I remember they kind of got like, it was like the wider the leg, the cooler they were. And like there were some jeans that were so wide they looked like skirts.
That's a pretty look.
Yeah.
It was cool.
So much fabric, so much
So
denim.
much fabric.
Like,
And
forget it.
the butterfly clips.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
A lot
All
of
I-
old clothes are coming back in right now.
Yeah. I will say I remember like the flare leggings or flare jeans that came in, and then you would go walking around in the rain, and the amount of water that those flare jeans would absorb, it would go all the way up to your calf.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd be, yeah, I hated that. So, it's so fun. Well, I'm excited. We will definitely reach back out to you about, all of our Gen Z questions and trends.
Yes.
You'll be our, girl in the field. Let us know.
Just
I like
let me
it.
know. Just let me know. I mean, I am getting older, so I might not know some of them, but
Okay.
we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, at least you're like in the middle, so you can kind of
Yeah,
give
I'm in
that bridge.
Yep.
I like it. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm so excited that you were
guys.
able to hang out with us.
It was so nice to meet you guys. And Nicole, of course, nice seeing you again.
Right?
Nice
Good luck in everything coming up.
Yeah, and so
Thank
exciting
you.
about your song. It's so good.
Yeah.
I
Sure to
love it.
share it. Show your friends. Show your family.
Oh, we will. It'll be fine.
There is hope. So, yeah.
Very true. Good way to end it. I like it.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
She's definitely of your family, I would say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. She was definitely the cool kid group. Like her dad, we all would go to his concerts and sing to the top of our lungs.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Can I say something? So when we were talking about 90s fashion with her,
Yeah.
did anyone get the Delia catalog? Does anyone know what that is?
I know what that
No.
is, but I was
Okay. You were
Too
just
old.
a little too old and Nicole was
Yeah.
a little too young.
yeah.
This was like, okay, this catalog was like plastic. I mean, it was like cult classic. I think we should post a picture maybe, but I looked up old pictures of this catalog because it was like everyone I knew had got this catalog and like coveted the plastic furniture and the see-through phones and like the cool fashion outfits. Anyway, I found and like this was like they used a lot of like the mixed case headlines in the
Oh,
catalog
yep,
design
yep.
to, like,
Yeah.
people use it now like funny and ironically, but not
Yeah.
like seriously. But like they used it seriously. And like when I looked up an image here and it was like more mysterious than stripes in a barcode. was the head.
Ooh, what?
And it just made me laugh because I feel like my 9th grade self would have read that and was like, oh, yes, my cool stripes. I am more mysterious than a barcode. Like I just imagine, get me my plastic furniture and my platforms and I'm going to use my see-through phone that I wasn't allowed to have to call my friends and be
Right.
like, did you see the latest Delia catalog?
Was this like 90s, pure 90s?
It was
Yeah.
so beautifully 90s.
The essence.
Oh, man.
I was 100% their demographic. I mean, I never bought anything from their catalog, but I
Sure.
wanted everything
Yeah.
in their catalog.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say, like, listening to her talk, especially about senior year and all of the trends, like, and all of social, like, I feel like I got social anxiety from it. And it would have been nice to, like, hang out with my family instead of going to my senior year. Like, yeah, that was.
Wow, I cannot say the same.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you rule the school? Were you, like,
No, not at all. But I had really tight friends, and like all I wanted to do was be with them.
yeah. Were you involved in a lot of stuff, Carrie? Like a lot of. No? Okay.
No, not
So
at all.
it's purely the 8 to 3 timeline of your senior year, right?
Yep.
Or like after school.
Senior year, I don't think I did anything. Actually, I did like other years, but not senior year. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
What
I
about
was
you,
the
Danny?
opposite of that. I was in everything: cheerleading, volleyball, softball, band, choir, Spanish. I mean, if there was a thing I could get involved in, I probably did.
You were
Dang.
there.
That's
I
a
was
lot.
there. I was involved. We even had chaplains my senior year. And because I went to a private Christian school. So
Okay.
I signed up. This gets blurry in my memory. So I'm going to do my best to remember right now. But for whatever reason, I felt like it was a good idea for me to be a chaplain. I even like entered a preaching competition and my
What?
grandparents came and I afterwards was thinking, this was terrible. Like I did a really bad job.
Oh no.
Because I was angry. I don't even remember. It was like not like angry preacher that's like you see on TV where it's like powerful and passionate. I was just like angry at some of the dinks in my school. And so like I wrote a sermon directed at them, which is a bad way to do it. But anyway, it didn't go well. And and also, even though I was involved in all of these things, I was not popular. And I was like, I had a really tight core group of friends, but also like I was known as a weirdo. So, because I was weird. I embrace my weirdo-ness now, but like at the time, I did not.
It is a lot easier to do that when you're grown up.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it was like this, weird early 2000s. Like everyone wanted to be like cool and goth and punk, and also as a cheerleader, and also as a band geek, and also as a book nerd, but also I just really wanted to wear vampire teeth to school
And then enter a preaching competition.
and enter a preaching competition. So it's like all the things. That was my
Many facets to Danny.
Yeah.
Yes. And I also got mono and my tonsils out. And so I missed like I feel like I missed like 6 weeks of school. I feel like I was out so much.
That must have been so hard for you, considering all the stuff you had to do.
I know.
Oh no.
So,
Oh geez.
yeah.
I don't remember. So I was in public school at the time. Freshman year is when it was my first job into freshman year. So I got involved in everything. But then senior year happened and I was emo. Like I had the hair to the side. I took all my pictures up. Like
Yes.
like that.
Well, that's just smart, though.
Right? It's a good
Yeah.
angle. I like
Yeah.
Yeah. And I coded my MySpace all cool but I didn't
Yes.
I don't know. I didn't really have a ton of friends. And I worked at a golf course. I was the grounds crew person, so I went to bed at 8 p.m. and I woke up at 4.
In your goth outfit.
Yeah, oh my god.
At the golf course.
With my polo shirt I sweated because it was super hot and I was doing
Let me
manual
take
labor.
care of this sod. I don't know. What do they call it? Golf
What?
courses?
Greens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not sod.
Blasphemy right there.
I'm sorry. I am clearly a really intense
Oh,
golfer.
man.
Oh, yes, yes. So obviously I was, queen of the school. Obviously.
You emo golf course attending,
Yes, I ruled.
picture taking, coding person.
Yep, this is true. This is true. But I got a lot of people because I was also in science class, I helped out a lot of people pass science class. I was that one person in class that was like, you need help? I'll help you. I was their TA unofficially. So,
That was good.
Nice.
That was good of you because some of us needed that person really badly.
Yeah.
right. And I needed attention. So
There you go.
but I did.
I really relied on my friends to help me cheat my way through algebra. So
That was me in chemistry.
Oh. Yes. This is fun.
okay, and even cheating. So I found out 2 years after this, right? Because so we did algebra freshman and sophomore year, and then junior and senior year math was optional? Question mark. I don't know why, but I only had to do math for 2 years in high school, which might explain a lot of things. But I ended up taking a business class my senior year, and that teacher discovered I'm dyslexic with numbers because he was like, all your answers are wrong, but the work is right, and you're using a calculator, so I don't understand what the problem is.
Oh,
Let me
jeez.
sit down and watch you do this math. And I did, and he's like, oh, you're literally putting the numbers in backwards. And I was like,
Oh, man.
oh, but anyway, I didn't know that when I was in algebra. So in cheating, I oftentimes wrote the answers wrong, even though I was trying to copy the answers. So even though I cheated, I got a C minus. So
Oh, that's terrible. That's the saddest story ever.
well,
Oh, Danny. Oh, Danny.
Oh dear.
so
Oh, I love it. I just love reminiscing with you guys about senior year.
that we didn't go to school together. In fact,
No.
we're maybe decades apart.
Yeah. I like it. All right. Well, if you guys want to talk to us about your senior year or what things you've learned about the past, or if you like this kind of mock series that we're kind of introducing throughout the year, let us know. You can reach us at womenafpodcast@gmail.com. We have a website where we have a contact form at womenafpodcast.com. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, womenafpodcast.com. I feel like you're getting the, trend of what's happening here. You can...
Nicole, did you want to finish that? Nicole, are you there? Hey guys, it's Adam here. Sometimes things go wrong while we're recording over Zoom and things get lost in the clouds and producers have to do things like record this. You, if you are a fan of this show and you're listening right now, need to check the show notes. Just scroll or swipe, however your app gets the show notes out. check those links. You can find Women AF Podcast at all of those links. Be sure to go to patreon.com/womenaf podcast and go be a Patreon supporter there and help them get the show even bigger. Share it with a friend. Share this episode with a friend and leave a rating and a review on iTunes or Apple Podcasts app. Wherever you're listening, we want to hear from you. And we love you. It's the first time I ever get to say this, guys. We hope you enjoyed the episode. And as always, we're Women AF, and we know you are too.
Women AF is produced by Mortarbox Media and engineered by Adam Rostad. Intro and outro music is SQZ by Shane Ivers. Check him out at silvermansound.com. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a review.